Well, I just don't know what they're doing to me. I have no idea what they're doing to me. This is now the fourth time I've come on here, the very fourth time, and they have cut my sound. I got it right. Do I have sound? That's even if they'll show me. And you know what I'm going to tell you they did? They cut the people from coming here on the live stream too. So yeah. Can you hear me? You have sound now? Well, that's just about right, because it took me 4 times to get on here because they got my sound and took my sound off of there, you all, and I'm not too happy about it. Okay, I'm really not too happy about it. Where am I at? I am, you all, I'm trying to get myself on here. I got this. Is that me? Yeah, that's me. I want to put myself on here. Well, see, now they mess me all up. Look at me. I'm like this now. I'm going to have to be like this now, you all, because this is, look at, they tore me all up. Somebody's having really fun with, a lot of fun with Gina. Well, I'm glad you're having a lot of fun with Gina. That's what I'm glad you're having fun, because I'm not having fun you doing this to me. Apple Brooks, honey, and Susan B. TV. You all, let me tell you something. I'm looking at this, the comment section. We have 44 people watching. We have only Apple Brooks and Susan B. TV and Tracy Gilbert. They're literally stopping people from coming on to the comment section. That's what they're doing. And when I first started my video, they literally were, somebody is cutting flow to the traffic, is what they're doing. They're cutting flow to the traffic of this YouTube thing. And I don't like myself looking like this, you all. Now we got only 4 people on here able to comment out of 51. 4 people out of 51 able to comment. Well, I'm going to tell you about these insectoids. These insectoids are real. Okay? And when you cut me off, when somebody cuts me off like that, let me tell you something. When they cut me off like that because of my subject matter, guess what it does? It only solidifies within my being how real these insectoids are. That's what it does. You solidify within my being how real these alien insectoids are, because you cut me off. This is my 4th time coming back on here trying to talk about these insects. Okay, I know that they're real. I have a friend that I speak to who have seen these insects. Okay, he has seen like the queen of these insectoids. He's even been on her ship. She's even took him into the ocean. She took him to the breeding place off planet. These insects exist. Okay, and we have them on these ancient tombs. Okay, these hieroglyphs. We have carved in stone the insects, the insectoids, you all. This has really got me a little bit upset for them doing that to me, you all, because I want you, let me do this right here. So if you've seen all of my other, videos, you all, I'm getting a little happy now. So insects are real. If you can see this, insects are real. I don't know if you can see this or not. Okay, and they cut my live feed. They cut my sound off right here because of my subject matter. That's what they did my very first video. Cut my sound off because of the insects, the insectoids. They're real. This is what I caught. Okay, I caught this last year sometime. Some people called it Mothman, but let me tell you something about this. This is real. Now, let me see if I can get myself over here to this, you all. So I've got this like this. Let's look at this screen, because now they got me upset. So I've got to tell you, it's like an insect. You can see the arms on it right here. The arms, the legs, and the antenna and the head. Okay, this is what it looked like in the air, just like this. Right like that in the air. I can't do anything to that, but that's the picture that I took. That's what I'm talking about, you all. I don't like them. Let me put this on me. I really don't like myself looking like this on here, but I can look like this on here. It's a little bit too dark for me. I've got to see if I can't even, I don't even know how to get this like this. You all, they got me all frazzled. Hey, you ever watch Mrs. Frizzle? Yeah, you could have watched Mrs. Frizzle. She was like a teacher or something in the mornings and stuff. Yeah. I'm stuck with me looking like this. And I am kind of cartoony. Like I'm stuck in black matter. You all, you just bear with me. I got no Gina, honey. You all, I got to try to get me fixed. I got to fix myself on here, you all. I got to see if I can fix myself to make myself look more presentable because they're doing this to me. That's somewhat better. That's a little bit better. Well, I can be like this. I can be kind of like, let me stay like this. I'm going to be like this, you all. And yeah. And I do apologize. I do that they're doing this to me, but that's it's like, yeah, that's right, you all, cuz did I say this? Let me say this. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours, and thank you for joining me. I want to talk about these insects. They're insectoids. And I had all my stuff pulled up on here, and then it's all gone, you all. I've got to type this in. I've got to type this in, you all, is what I got to do. That's okay. That is all right, you all. I will get myself, well, now granted, they don't look like this, although they could look like that. That's kind of, see this, like this insect with these bug eyes right there. But that's really not what I wanted to see, because you don't want to run into an insect like that. But they kind of look like that. But let's look at this. I wanted to do those, what do you call that, tomb stuff. Am I on here? I hope I'm on here. You all, insects on the stone, Egypt. Let's see what we can find out. Okay, so do we see any insects here? See, I can't even pull it up now. I really can't, because they got me all frazzled, you all. Well, we got a bee right here in ancient Egypt, but it's not what I wanted. It was some other pictures of these insects, alien insects, alien beings, alien insects, insectoids, you all. Let's try to see if we can find them. No, I can't get it, you all, and I'm just not even going to mess with it now. They done made me upset. They really did. Oh my gosh, this is my 4th time getting on here. Now I've got to try to find my phone, but that's okay, you all. You just got to bear with me. If you can bear with me, yes. The Great Awakening is the book of Revelations. Well, yeah, it does talk like that. It does talk about they had the sting of scorpions in the book of Revelation. Well, you did catch me live. You caught me live. I'm on here live. I really am. I'm a little bit too close and personal right there. I like to be kind of like this. You also look at that. So you can't make this up. Now see, look at this all around the arms right there. It's all around the arms, and like an outfit or something, but there is an antenna. This is what it looked like. This literally, it appeared out of nowhere And then it just disappeared, just like that, in my yard in the eastern sky. That's what I took. And that's what I've been trying to share. This is my 4th video trying to go live to show you this. Okay, the insectoids are real. They are. And if I can get back to my train of thought, which I want to get back to my train of thought, I really do. They talked about the arachnids, insectoids, and if I can type in this, I don't even know how to spell them. The yeah, my eyes are getting big because I'm trying to think of the aliens. The aliens I can't remember how to spell them. Yeah. You know what I think they do? I think that they have the ability to send signals to people's minds and literally get them in a discombobulated mood so where they cannot even think straight and concentrate. They have technology that they can do that with, you all. They do. They have that type of technology. And I think that's what they did. They interfered because they didn't want me talking about this. They really didn't. I really can't believe this. This is ridiculous because I want to try to, everything I type in, I can't find nothing on it, you all. That's what happened. Have you ever had it happen to you? When you want to share something, something comes along and literally, booms, they send out their frequency to totally disrupt everything so that nothing runs smooth, so that you can't get your message out about these insectoids. That's what I'm talking about because they, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, you all. And you know what? It's kind of just, kind of makes me upset. It really does. It makes me a tad bit upset. I want to find them. I really do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm probably just going to have to end this video because everything I search for, I cannot even find now. Nothing's coming up on my search engine that I want to, They turned your phone off, Mystic Rose? They are real. Thank you. Look up petroglyphs. Let me petroglyphs. Let me highlight that. Derek, honey, thank you. Because I got to get on here. We got to look at that petroglyphs. Let me do that. Let me put this to the, just the screen. Thank you. Oh my goodness. The petroglyph. See, I don't know what they're doing. See, I'm trying to look this up. Okay, thank you, Derek. That's very nice of you. So now we got some. You helped me out, and I was able to get over there. Look at this one right here. Look at that insect right there. So this is the ant people. Okay, the ant people. That's so wonderful of you. Again, it really is. The ant people. Oh, the screen has dimmed. That's about right. That really is. That is about right. Yeah, so we have the ant people right here. Okay, let's see. Are these insects too? Or these, if they're insects, they're riding on Yes, they're riding on something, you all. We got to find them. Look at this one. That's an insect. See, it's got an antenna on its head. Like that. An antenna on its head. And petroglyph Algeria. Okay. Let me put this to me. Petroglyph Algeria. Let me see if we can find it. We got that. Let's go. Let's look here too. So there's petroglyphs in the prehistoric rock art of Tassel in Algiers. Ooh. Oh, wow. What is that? This is really strange. Do you remember seeing these they were beings who were created and their heads were on their chest. Do you all remember seeing that? Their heads were on their chest in these ancient, what is wrong with my phone? Oh, now my phone is stuck in a different mode, you all. It won't turn around for me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, can you all see this? Yeah, we saw the story of the Hopi ant people. Okay, and the Great Freeze. Okay, we want to look at these right here. This is in Algeria. That's their heads. And their bodies? Wow. That is so interesting. It really is interesting. Oh my goodness, look at this. Old ancient Bronze Age wall petroglyph. Yes, the ant people helped the people to survive. They took them underground, did they? That's what they did. So yeah. Wow. So the ant people and the Great Freeze. This looked like something like that. We can look up the ant people and the Great Freeze. Let's see if we can find some more of this. Are we still on here? Because I want to thank you all because I kind of got a little bit demotivated, a little down in the dumps when this happened. So I'm supposed to look at the ant people and the Great Freeze. The ant people and the Great Freeze. No. Well, we can see this Hopi. Oh, see, that's a book. I wanted some pictures of it, but they don't have it. The Hopi fire and the sky god. See, they had a sky god back then. The creator, sometimes known as the sun god Tawa, told the sky god Sultanang to eliminate the evil people and destroy the land on which they lived. That's the Hopi's first world was terminated in two types of fire. Celestial in the form of either a number of comet and asteroid strikes. Thank you. Thank you for whoever suggested that because now look where we're at. The world is getting destroyed. Okay? And look at this. Because of these creatures' constant chatter, right here, let's read this. Because of these creatures' constant chatter, people began to gossip and fight and distracted from the ways of the Creator, and they started to show how they were different from the animals, and they began to see divisions in races, languages, religions. In biblical times, they had eaten the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and as a result, the paradise was lost. So the Hopi first world was terminated in two types of fire. I better not have froze. In two types of fire. Okay, celestial in the form of either a number of comet asteroid strikes or coronal mass ejections from the sun, and two, terrestrial in the form of extreme volcanism. The creator, sometimes known as the sun god Tawa, told the sky god Sotuknang to eliminate the evil people and destroy the land on which they lived. These two celestial beings would play a role in the destruction of two subsequent other world ages as well. According to the classic volume Book of the Hopi by author Frank Waters and Hopi informant Oswald Whitebear, look, Sotuk Nang destroyed the world by fire because the Fire Clan had been its leaders. He rained fire upon it, and he opened up the volcanoes. Fire came down from above and below and all around until the earth and the waters and the air was one element, fire. And there was nothing left except the people inside the womb of the earth. Wow, this is really neat. You all, this is really neat. So they're talking about being destroyed by fire. Are we going to see another repeat? Is this what happens? So let's look at this. Yes, hello. So look. So the people inside the earth. So if the Fire Clan was indeed in charge of the first world, then perhaps this clan's sorcery was at least partly responsible for its destruction. The Kokop would also be partially involved in the devastation of the second world. During the demise of both worlds, the righteous Proto-Hopi would seek refuge in subterranean caverns, and the survivors were protected by what they called the Ant People, or Anu-Sinom, who welcomed the chosen native people into their ant kivas. It's a subterranean communal prayer chamber that the Hopi use for religious rituals to this day. They saw the petroglyphs, the rock carvings in northern Arizona that depict this type of therianthropic entity, specifically half the ant. Half ant and half human. The benevolent crypto creatures taught the people how to sprout beans in darkness and store their food, and these skills are currently celebrated today. So look at that. What caused the fire in the sky that resulted in such absolute destruction? Some scientists claim that a massive comet exploded over North America around 12,900 BP. I've not heard of BP before. I haven't. But it says it wiped out a number of animal species, including mammoths, mastodons, I don't know, American camels, horses, ground sloths, saber-toothed tigers, short-faced bears, dire wolves, tapirs. The destruction included many of whom archaeologists call the Clovis people, and whom the Hopi call their ancient ancestors. The super comet. Now let's look at this. They said magnetic spheres or micros was additionally found in the layer of 12,900 years. Tiny, highly polished ball bearings pelting down upon the earth at 3,000 miles per hour would have been lethal to any animal or human standing. So look at that. So we're going to have another destruction again on this earth. If you listen to the book of Revelation, it's going to be destroyed by fire. Well, it's already been destroyed back then. What's going on, you all? Because this sounds kind of similar to what's been happening. Somebody got themselves in trouble. Well, if you can't play nice here on the YouTube, if you can't be respectful, yeah, you're going to get yourself in trouble, and you have nobody to blame but yourself. So yeah. So look at this, you all. So look at that. Look. Another theory for the end of the First World Age involves a scenario portrayed in the movie Armageddon. Okay, yeah, that's what it's talking about. The great global cataclysm. The melt glass was found at 3 primary locations in the valleys of Syria, American states of Pennsylvania, and South Carolina. That's true. That obsidian, that glass. Wow. Look. Microspheres spherules of silica and a thick layer of charcoal. There was a meteor impact followed by massive fires. Look at this. A result of this 26,000 years ago, a galactic superwave, a juggernaut blasted the Earth with electromagnetic radiation and included deadly gamma X-rays, ultraviolet rays, and as a result, are you all hearing all of this? I didn't know all of this. As a result, frozen cometary debris was vaporized and a dense cloud of cosmic dust and gases enveloped the sun, triggering enormous CMEs that heated the atmosphere and caused massive die-offs of mammals that were too large to burrow into the earth. Now, you know that they have the DNA of every single species on the face of the earth that they wanted. All these animal species, they got everything. They got it all collected. They got these great big seed vaults they have of every type of plant, everything. Big seed vaults. You know why they got all this? They're ready to restart all over again, you all. That's what I'm thinking about. They want to restart all over again. So they did this already before. Oh my gosh. Regardless of what specific natural agent caused the end of the first world, comet, solar plasma blast, asteroid, galactic superwave, cumulative human transgressions are actually the root cause of the massive death by fire. This primeval age, I can't say it right now, pristine and paradisiacal, let me just say it that way, ultimately gave way to the next age in the cycle, the wheel inexorably turning. Look at this, you all. So something is happening. You got these warrior twins who played a direct role in the second world's termination. The sky god Soto Konang commanded the twins to leave their polar post, and the twins, already hardened, abandoned their stations in the world, and the mountains were plunged into the sea, with lakes sloshed over the lands, and the world spun through cold and lifeless space, and it froze into solid ice, you all. Why don't we know about all of this? Look at this, and then you got they returned to the North and the South Pole. Oh my gosh. The previously mentioned geological period was called the Younger Dryas, may correspond to the Hopi Second World, which lasted from an approximately 12,900 BP to 11,700 BP. Oh, now look, they're talking about the Missouri and Ohio rivers, the Atlantic Ocean, the ice sheet. Climate worldwide generally been warming with the exception of those periodic stadials. Cold punctuation marks in a temporal sentence increasingly seeking predicate heat. The Laurentide ice sheet, which had once extended from the Atlantic Ocean west to the Rocky Mountains and from the Arctic Circle south to the Missouri and Ohio rivers, began melting, and one or more major ice dams broke, and huge volumes of fresh water consequently poured down the St. Lawrence River Valley and into the Atlantic from the Lake Agassiz and Lake Abujamra. Oh my gosh, you all. So look at that. The North Atlantic Drift and the Gulf Stream stalled. Circulating current events was the thermaline conveyor belt. You know, we watched that movie, The Day After Tomorrow. Did you ever watch that movie? I think it's The Day After Tomorrow, where they have a massive ice freeze all at once because the conveyor belt breaks. Yeah, they just now said that. The 2004 Day After Tomorrow. Right there. You all, I don't know what is going on, but you all go right here. So this is where you can go and read this. This right here, it's called thegrahamhancock.com. Go right there, you all. Is what you can do. And right there, some say the world will end in fire. some say in ice. And from what I've tasted of desire, I hold those who favor fire, but if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for the destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Robert Frost, you all, look at that world time. This is very interesting. Look at that, you all. So I don't know who shared that with me. I really don't. But I do want to thank you because I've already forgotten who shared that. But that is very, that's really interesting. Let me come back over here. We was talking about these insectoids is what we were talking about, you all. And they're real. And you have these ant people who were documenting. And then you have that, what we just read about, all that destruction that had already happened before. Now it's going to happen again. And, you know, they've got this great big seed vault. And, you know, if you think about Noah's Ark, gather the animals 2 by 2, every species. What about that too, you all? Because it's a lot to take in. It really is. And I like all the different types of, I like hearing all different types of things that are happening because I believe that they are part of the piece of a puzzle, a great big piece of the puzzle. All of it. Every single bit of it. Gina, honey, what you talking about? Let's do this. Yeah, we have pole flipping. Well, there's something that's going to be coming. That's enough. Yeah. So let's see, Denise, honey. What you focus on becomes your new reality. Think good thoughts for the future, please. Well, I don't think our good thoughts can think away what's happening right now in this world globally, because I think things have to play out. They're already been pre-planned and they're going to have to play out. We can have peace during all the madness. We can have peace within, if that's what you're saying. Yeah, we can have peace within during all the madness, all the chaos that's going on in the world. We can maintain our inner peace so that we can make it through and we can help others make it through. We can. Because that's a lot to say for somebody when the world is falling apart and their lives may be falling apart. They are able to maintain that inner peace despite all of it. So I do agree with you. The way you think, the way you hold yourself on the inside, that will bring about a change and you'll be able to endure so much more. You'll be at peace even though the world may be falling apart. And that may sound impossible, but there is a peace that does passes all understanding inside of here, you all. There is. We can have peace through the chaos. It might be hard for some to attain, but I know that things had to play out. As you can see back through history, what's recorded, things seem to repeat. It's just like karma, how the saying, what goes around comes around. And if you think about this, there is nothing new under the sun. What has been, what is, has already been, and God will call the past into account. That if you think about the book of Ecclesiastes, nothing new under the sun. Now, how can that be? Okay, and then when you have the deja vu, you feel like you've been somewhere, you've done that very thing before. How can that be? How can it be? So yeah, but I am going to go, and I want to thank you all for being on here. And I'm sorry I was a little bit frustrated in the very beginning because this is my 4th video trying to do and over these insectoids, and it just like I couldn't get on here. I couldn't. It just kept messing me up, you all. But we got on here, and thank you all for all your help. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And with that being said, hello wherever you are. In any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. And thank you all moderators for being on here. I don't know if you had very many trolls, but I'm sure you all handled it just perfectly fine. And thank you all for all your help suggesting, because I just couldn't think straight. I think they hit me with one of their energy things and just like, boom, scrambled my thoughts up there is what I think happened. I do. So have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Yes, they're messing with people. That's okay, you all. We got this. We're going to stand our ground. We're going to persevere through it all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you all so very, very much for being on here. I know you don't have to, but thank you.